How you guys doing? It's me, your girl Gracia Susuzande. Of course, you know me from this amazing, beautiful videos on YouTube, doing all these tutorials for you guys, and also why not on Miss Africa GB 2018 and Miss Congo 2018. Well, right now I'm coming with something fabulous. I would like to present to you your new TV show, which is going to be called Etincelle. This show is going to be happening every single Friday at 7 p.m. on Betel TV. So you probably want to find out why Etincelle. Well, Etincelle is a French word for sparkle. For Etincelle, I would like to bring light into someone's life from the dark place where they are, not knowing really who they are and where they're going, or trying to bring them into the light to really wanting to find out and get to know exactly who they are. And with that, I'll be inviting amazing people who got amazing testimony to be able to help you that is going through so much, that you feel like your life is so blurry, that you don't really know your self-identity. These people will be able to help you as themselves have gone through that, you know. So my message to you today is that God has your back. He got you and will not let you go. That you can come from somewhere and go somewhere. Etincelle. You can now catch me live on Facebook, on Betel TV, sharing the gospel around the world. Every single Friday from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Connect yourself, don't miss it, as this is going to be a life changer. Yes, and welcome. My name is Gracia Susuzande, and welcome to this amazing show that you already know the time it is. Yes, we are Friday. You have been waiting for it. It's time for Etincelle. My name is Gracia Susuzande, and you are so welcome. Welcome, because hey, I know you guys missed us. I know I missed you, and we came once again with something new, something amazing, something full of so many sparkles. Yes, Etincelle is all about sparkle, meaning that bringing someone on this platform that can be able to enlighten you in so many ways, enlighten you in the culture, enlighten you in your daily life. You just probably find yourself in this dark and blurry place, and you probably don't know how to find the solution. One thing I know is that we all go through situation, you know, your neighbor, families, and sometimes I can be wiser or stronger, maybe just a little bit weaker, but through each other's help we can help each other to come out of a situation and moving forward to where we're supposed to go, with whom we're supposed to be surrounded with, and actually finding certain things just a little bit clearer, right? So I don't know where you are, and I don't know what you're doing, but I'm going to ask you to leave that aside. Connect yourself, not just with your mind, not just with your physical side, but I want your attention. You know, start sharing, call people, call a friend to tell a friend that Etincelle just started, because I'm going to introduce you this amazing man, young man. He is talented, he is amazing, he is, well, there's so many things I can add on this one, but hey, I can only do it straight after this break to give you the time to share on your page, on your contacts, so we can create a much bigger audience. All right, so see you soon in a couple minutes. Stay tuned. Hello guys, how you guys doing? It's me, your girl Gracia Susuzande. Of course, you know me from this amazing, beautiful videos on YouTube, doing all these tutorials for you guys, and also why not on Miss Africa GB 2018 and Miss Congo 2018. Well, right now I'm coming with something fabulous. I would like to present to you your new TV show, which is going to be called Etincelle. This show is going to be happening every single Friday at 7 p.m. on Betel TV. So you probably want to find out why Etincelle. Well, Etincelle is a French word for sparkle. For Etincelle, I would like to bring light into someone's life
from the dark place where they are, not knowing really who they are and where they're going, or trying to bring them into the light to really wanting to find out and get to know exactly who they are. And with that, I'll be inviting amazing people who got amazing testimony to be able to help you that is going through so much, that you feel like your life is so blurry, that you don't really know your self-identity. These people will be able to help you as themselves have gone through that, you know. So my message to you today is that God has your back. He got you and will not let you go. That you can come from somewhere and go somewhere. Etincelle. You can now catch me live on Facebook, on Betel TV, sharing the gospel around the world. Every single Friday from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Connect yourself, don't miss it, as this is going to be a life changer.
I hope you had the time to share. You know, I hope you had the time to take, you know, this little cup. I don't know what you did or what was important, but this time of Etincelle is so important. It needs your attention. It needs, you know, you right now at this present moment. Next to me, I have this amazing. I said so much, I've said so much, but if I have to introduce him, guys, he is dressed to impress. This is what I like, this kind of look where you step in and everyone says, whoa. Everyone's just say whoa, and look at him, beautiful smile, well presented, and he's gonna tell us a little bit of more of who he is, and he is on you know, this amazing first of fashion designer. He is a author, he is, you know, this artist, he is just this amazing person who is coming up with Bantu color, the CEO of Bantu color, and he says so much because there's so much to discover on that one. Besides that, like I said, fashion designer, he owns his own clothing and jewelry brand, Bantu color. But hey, before we get into that, welcome.
Thank you very much. I appreciate to be here. Yeah.
It's my pleasure to have you. I always wanted to have you because you just, to me, you're like an icon.
Oh, wow.
An icon. Why? Because
wow. Okay.
I love the way you speak. I mean, not everyone has that. The gift of song, you know.
You're gonna be like me.
You try to be like me. I'm very honored. I'm very honored. Welcome to Etincelle, and then I'm so happy to have you. And all the people who are watching us tonight have definitely seen the leaflet, whether they are on Instagram, whether you are across the world, Ghana, Africa, they've seen you. And for those who don't know you, then I would like to ask you, who is Bantu?
Thank you very much for your question. I said I'm happy and also honored that you invite me to your show.
Of course.
It's a pleasure.
Yeah.
For your audience, your viewers, my name is Bantu. I am a descendant from two sides in the Congo. The first side, I'm from Equateur. That's where my mom is from. Mungala tribe that she is. My dad from Bantu. And from Bambala tribe, and so I'm the descendant of two kingdoms, I would say.
I like that.
The first kingdom is the kingdom of Congo, which is famously known around the world. They are famous because they were the most progressive kingdom at that time, from all type, from textiles, from what else? Minerals, education, the way they were progressing also in a lot of technology also at that time. That's why they're very famous. You know, the Kingdom of Congo, YM Congo, for those who speak French.
Of course.
And then another kingdom which wasn't really much projected to the world that much, which is the Kingdom of Cuba.
Yes, I heard about that.
Yes,
I heard about it.
it's not much spoken about. It's not spoken due to its values and rich history that lies in the Cuba. For instance, for example, they were also masters of textile. That's why you see I'm very fashionable, because it's already my lineage.
Yeah, of course.
It's my lineage, because I understand that we was the one who was making such quality clothing that the West are stolen. And for those who don't know, for instance, there's this brand here, Versace.
Oh, Versace. Everyone loves Versace.
Everyone loves Versace. Versace has a pattern, and that they use. That pattern is from us, Cuba. If you have internet, you Google it, type in Cuba textiles, you'll see the pattern that we have done 1,000 years ago that Versace is now using it, and that's where they got it from the kingdom where my parents come from. So that's my descent, that's my lineage.
This is so interesting. I don't know if you didn't know, but you discovering it right now.
No problem.
Oh wow.
Yes.
Yeah. Now talk to us more. Go ahead.
Okay, no problem. Beside that, in terms of I myself, of course, I'm a Bantu. I call myself Bantu.
Yeah.
And able to elevate the history of Bantu. Bantu, yes. Bantu stand for what? To certain part of Africa, it's known as the landowner.
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 It sounds so much better in Lingala, like
Mkolomboka, yes. Mkolomabele,
yes.
Babantu, and in certain parts of known as the conscious one, people who knew everything about everything, from technology, from science, from medicine, textiles, from the things of the air, water. That's what we call them as Bantu.
Yes.
The West came to learn from us. The West, I mean, by the Europe. Europe came to learn from us because we knew everything about everything. Bantus.
I like that. Okay.
Bantu.
And do you know approximately like when? Because like this, all this is the story, right? It's not just how I say this. It's not just story, a tell story, but it's something that it is. You can go and find, but do you know exactly like?
It's not long at all. It's been only 400 years, 500 years now. Yeah, well, just against 500 years. This is the first missionaries that entered Congo. It's been about 520 something years now since they entered there. So it's not far ahead, 1,000 years or 2,000. No, not at all. Not at all. They make it seem like that.
It's a very long time ago. Yes.
Yeah, they make it seem like that by the way they project it through movies, through books, black and white, as if color never existed back then.
Yes.
It's all lies. It's all lies. It's all lies. It's all lies. So they make it seem like that, but it's not that old. It's not that old at all.
It's crazy how things can be twisted. I mean, very finely to make you seem like this is how it is, but it's actually not.
Absolutely.
And for those who never take the time to understand a little bit like your culture, well, I'm gonna invite you because this month is all about roots that it's important for you to get into, and that's exactly what you did, right?
Exactly.
Can you tell us a little bit about your journey? Like,
my journey?
Yes.
In what sense? What do you mean?
Your journey of no.
Myself, person, mentally, health.
I believe take a label of every single one of them. I mean, this person that you were before discovering, or not discovering, but probably you knew about it, but you were not deep in it. And I'll say now you gain knowledge, right? You are in this place where you feel like, hey, I've stepped up and I've grown. So this person that you used to be to the person that you are today, what was it? How was it like? Your journey?
Thank you. Just to conclude, I call myself Bantu to elevate that history that the West or
fake news for like
people who doesn't know, people who don't want that history to come up. So I'm carrying this name and I'm carrying this legacy for the sake of bringing it up for this generation to know about what was before we have this. Furthermore, before I became all conscious of these rich histories that I am saying now, I of course I grew up in a Christian home. I learned what every Congolese man or boy will learn, or a child will learn.
Of course.
The stories of Israelites and Abraham and Moses.
Yes.
further late on in life, at 18, I became a pastor.
Okay.
I was.
I mean, I heard about you becoming a pastor.
Yes. I was a Bantu pastor for 6 years. I mean, I left home.
Yeah.
I quit. I dropped out of college at 18.
Wow.
Yes, so I can pursue me being a pastor. So it required for us to leave home. It was very serious.
So you really took it by heart, seriously, like this this
Absolutely.
journey in the
Literally.
Christ.
So I left home to become a pastor. Through that's where I learned more deep into how religion came about, how Christ came about, how the system really works in religion. And I spent 6 years on that. I ministered in different areas in London. I lived in South. I lived in North London. I lived in East. I was traveling. I went outside London just for the sake of the work that we was doing.
Yes, of course.
As a Christian. So furthermore, I started to gain consciousness through my curiosity.
That is something like I think every single one of us do have within them, and if you feel like do you think that someone should shut that down?
That back then,
this curiosity in someone.
Okay, question?
You just said right now that you start being curious, and I feel like so many people out there do you feel that curiosity, but they do shut it down.
Absolutely.
Do you feel like that is something that they should pursue their curiosity, or should I just
the curiosity comes because you are doubting. Allow me to address. I know that the viewers are maybe Christians, or I was speaking in a way it won't offend anyone. Doubt. I know you're told doubt is bad.
Yes.
But doubt is one questioning what's happening. That's what doubt is you questioning what you know. There's a quote that I wore, and my beloved partner really loved the most. She says that it really triggers it. It said, question what you know and you will know more. But question comes in the form of doubting.
Exactly.
And it's not wrong. When one is doubting, it's seeking clarification.
Yes.
And clarification, it is important to everybody. Clarification, it brings certainty and affirmity for you to be able to do something that you want to do.
Continue in that
Exactly.
path,
So if you're curious, do come forth with your questions. Do ask. Don't be afraid. I know it can be very precious sometimes in our local churches. Especially if you're a young African, you don't get much space to speak amongst adults. Search, ask, and it will be given to you as you are taught.
I like that. Well, continue what you said. Sorry
No problem.
your journey, because you mentioned it. So I wanted to clarify the curiosity, because someone probably out there is curious about something. But hey, yes.
Yeah. Questions will come up. For example, you go up in your mind thinking the angels are white. You go up in your mind thinking God probably wears a white robe, never black or pink. I don't understand that. What's the wearing pink and all the colors? He made the colors and everything is just black. And it's like I want us people that were sitting next to me and said, so imagine now, close your eyes. If picture an angel, and then say, can you picture an angel with afro? It's like, you see, that's the thing. That's how I was getting. You can't picture an angel with afro.
You can't really do that.
If an angel appeared you wearing afro, it's you get scared. But if you come down with relaxed hair,
because you feel like it's okay, but it's actually
it wasn't feeling right anymore. And then furthermore, one thing that I learned being amongst men, or what Christian will say, men of God, is that I realized no matter what title you have, men really desire power. Men want power so bad.
It's true.
Men want power. So because of that, they'll do anything to get the power.
Exactly. Anything.
Even to lie on you, beat on you, talk bad about you. Yes. All that, it was happening a month when I was in the church. I seen men becoming greedy. I seen men who say the man of God doing things that are not appropriate for men of God to do. Mistreating female. I also find, for me, a lot of sexism that was happening also amongst men of God at times. These triggered questioning me. Why is it like this? Why is that? Why is that? Why that? So being young, not all my questions was answered. So that led me to be able to feel stuck.
In your thoughts and
in my thought, because it wasn't being clarified. Because
of course,
after I would ask a question, no, people they just want to dismiss you. You ask too much questions. or don't think that way. They tell you not to think that way because it's threatening them. They don't have an answer to it. So furthermore, because of my curiosity, I became hated.
Yeah.
I was hated. I was badmouthed. I became like the black sheep because I was asking too much questions, and people in power don't ask questions.
No.
That's why you don't see Boris don't choose. He chooses who will ask him questions.
Yes. It doesn't just like anybody. It's true.
Of course, no. They hate questions because questions expose the truth.
Exactly.
Now, without I say, it came a point where I was asked to leave. I mean, I was rejected from the ministry because to them I was a problem.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so I was rejected from the ministry, and I came, and that's where my journey began of finding who I am and where do I came from, when I'm going. Also, it led me to here.
Oh wow. This it didn't happen in 1 year, guys. Just bear in mind.
No, it didn't happen.
You know, any journey
happen.
Of an individual, honestly, to come to the point of finding who you are and discovering really, hey, like, this is me. It never take a year. It will probably take, I don't know, 10 years, 20 years. Some people, like, they live until they die and still don't know who they are.
It took me 5 years. It took me 5 years to recover my African mind.
You could have gone a different route. Absolutely.
I fell into depression.
Yeah.
I was hurt because I trusted people. I thought we were ultimately be brothers and sisters in Christ.
Yeah.
I thought that we were meant to be loving, teaching the truth at all costs. Is the truth, but not all truth was said. Some truth was hidden. I know people always say, "Oh, it's because you became who you are today, or you left Christianity because of your bad experiences." No, not at all. Not at all. Because you need to understand, I endured those bad experiences because we were taught to undo your suffer for Christ, or you'll be persecuted for Christ. So I endured that regardless of what I was going through. It wasn't that. It was what I started to understand how the things work.
So the hidden truth.
Basically, that's what sort of drew me off. Not the pain. Believe me, I'll give you credit. Christians can take pain.
No, you're saying a lot right now, because for those who are probably watching us, there's some of them are pastors, probably men of God and stuff, and then probably wonder, like, an ex-pastor and then has dropped it to become who you are today. I mean,
it's my experience, it's my journey.
It's mind-blowing.
Yes, it's my experience. It's my journey. So the questions that was coming, it wasn't answered.
Yeah.
So therefore, I remember this very clearly, that I sat in my bedroom and I said, "Where are you, God? These women getting raped, you're never there.
Yeah.
You always come at the end. There's war all over, evil happening in churches, in mosques, bombs everywhere, in politics. People are rotten, hearts. I'm twisted. Where is this God?
Where is this God?
Why is not working?" And then people will say to me, "Oh, but he doesn't work the way you think he worked. He worked in his own time." But his time is up now.
Yeah.
He has to show something, show up. And that led me, sort of pushing me to ask, to sort of finding out, what's the source of this thing that I believe in? And because of that, it led me to my ancestors.
Oh, wow.
It led me to sort of finding out, who is King Pavita?
Wait, before even you went into like King Pavita.
Yeah.
Right? If I hope I'm saying it right.
Yeah.
But the trigger really, like, how deep did you really went in to go in and say, let me start searching for those ancestors to even go into that level? Because I feel like when you get lost, you can sink into. So I mean, you mentioned depression, but some people, like, you really just messed up with things, and then really truly get lost in that stuff. Without even thinking of there's another God, there is my sisters. There's like.
I became angry. I'll tell you that. I became very angry toward the whole concept of God.
Okay.
I became angry because this God is not doing anything for me. So I became very bitter towards God.
If you sorry to say, did you took time to? Because some people they say like, oh, you need to pray and you need seek God, yes, but and then be patient to wait for His answer. Was that your case? And did you go frustrated at it?
But now here's the case now.
Yeah.
Now, why does God wait for me to ask Him for something? He can't see that I'm going through pain. Why I have to go knock on His door for Him to come do something for me?
Well,
why I have to beg? It's like I will place on this earth to beg Him to help me. But that's what you do in prayer. You beg, oh God, God, God. So you can't see in your own godly mind that I'm in need of help. It's like
this is strong.
You see what makes sense? So if you can't, for example, a mother, a mom, a human being mother can see when the child something is wrong, and she'll intervene. Do you need anything, darling? Can I give you anything? She will know and she will act already. But God sits there and waits for him to beg and knock on his door so he can feel like he's the God. Come on. Really, come on.
Have you, when you were, if I may ask, right?
Yeah.
When you were a pastor
Yeah.
at that time, and what made you continue? Is it not the fact that like you were doing the work and you were getting the answer that you were seeking according to the prayer that you were making, or how was it really? What was this thing that was kept
me going?
Yeah, in the stage, in the place of being a pastor. What was it?
I didn't know when I was a pastor. Everything that they taught me, my gift, my way of speaking, my charisma, my energy that I have, as you can sense, they taught me. Apparently, it was from God. God gave it to me, and the Holy Spirit. But now that I know it wasn't that, I was born with this.
Oh, wow.
And often I used to hear, "Oh, God has called you to serve Him," and I said to him, later on I understood, no one is called. He sent me here. I wasn't called. I was sent. I was sent already.
Yeah.
So it's not like I was sent later on. Okay, let me call you to come serve me. No. Yeah. He sent me already. That's enough. Being sent. I was sent here. I was sent not unprepared.
Okay.
I was sent prepared. For example, God would not send someone on this earth unprepared. No.
I agree.
So He sent. Oh, but you was a baby. I was little human.
Okay.
I was a little human in the process of developing to who I am now. All that I need is what is inside of me. Makes sense?
Makes sense.
Now I was sent by this God. God by definition means power. By the powers which I now know my ancestors, they gave me also the intellect in my blood, the good genes, the good genes. Now words invokes your talent or your dreams, your genes, your gift, your intellect inside words. That's what they say. The word.
Yes.
The word is made
flesh.
No, it's word with the word. That's what they say. It's created by the word. Word somehow has power. Music has power because the words.
Exactly.
Word has the power to invoke your talent, your skills, and your intellect. Words.
Words has a lot of power, definitely.
Yes. And that's why they say to keep read is important because word does that. It teaches you alphabet. It does that. And there's a quote that I said, I wrote that I said, literally, they use literacy to blind my people. Literacy.
Can you lighten?
Sure, no problem. When the Western came to our land, one of the main things they used to establish, to demolish our kingdoms and society, it was literacy. They will move our history.
Yes.
Because if you ask an African boy or a child now, what's your alphabet? They'll say ABC. That's not true. ABC is European way of communication. So where's the Congolese ABC? We don't have one. Where is it?
Question mark.
They took it because that's why I say literacy. Literacy, they take it off to blind us.
I mean, if I have to be honest, like I've never really asked myself the alphabet of Congo.
Yeah, exactly.
Or anything like that. I just know obviously that my country has been colonized by the Belgians.
That's what it teaches us.
Yeah, so education is
exactly that. But what was keeping me going is my given talent that was given by my ancestors. You know, I'm Congolese. Let them lie to you. Congolese people are the smartest human being in the planet. I don't care what you say. What I know this because everybody went to Congo to study. Even to now, we providing the world the most minerals is Congo.
Feeding literally 60%.
Congolese people are the most intellectual men. Now, I heard this from some African man came to me once at work. Where are you from? I said, from Congo. He said, Congo, okay. I was like, well, so why are you working here? I said, I work here because I need to get some money, etc., etc. He said, yeah. He said, do you know that you work for the smartest people in the world? I said, who? Congo. Congo. I was shocked. I didn't believe the guy.
Yeah.
I just thought the guy's crazy. I didn't. But when I started researching, I realized that now we are the strongest and the smartest Africans or human being in the planet is us. It's Congolese people. And I didn't know that. I found out after. And that's one of the reasons also I faced a lot of challenges. Because my aura, it used to shine. My Africanism, it used to shine.
Yes.
But I couldn't see pastor. I just think it's God.
Yeah.
It's all being blessed by the Lord and they were teaching me. Etc. That's what was keeping me going. And one thing also keeping me going is because I wanted to make people to understand the truth. I was a pastor who wasn't conforming in a way they was doing it. I was a pastor who saw things different. I was a pastor.
What did you see?
I saw that people needed explanation.
Okay.
Not the word, just a vague word. They need explanation. In what sense?
For it to be clear.
For it to be clear. For example, if I say, what's the thing? I give it a perfect example. The favorite one I always give. If I say it was, Italians, you know Italian, right?
Yeah.
Italian, it says in the Bible.
Yeah.
Italians.
Yeah.
And the Jewish killed Jesus.
Yeah.
You won't believe me, would you?
No.
It don't say in the Bible.
It doesn't. No.
It says what?
The Romans.
So where's Rome?
In Italy.
In Italy, see?
It doesn't come straight forward.
That's the word explanation.
Yes.
People need explanation. It's not often given clearly. Explanation and relation. You have to relate. That's what kept me going. I understood people's pain. I'm a Londoner. I was raised here. I knew it's not as easy the way you're preaching a day. You're a pastor. Your life is easy on the altar. And people go work 6 in the morning. You're sleeping as a pastor. People face real challenges in school, in university. You're thinking, no, be strong. God, you're just trying to. So
if I can say something on that one.
Yeah, go on.
I'm not speaking for all the pastors, but I've seen pastors who don't just stay at the altar. I've seen pastors who work to probably keep the church the building where they're gathering all together. Some pastors, yes, they do. What's it called? They don't choose from themselves, or some of them probably do choose not to work, and they probably want to contain themselves just by gain. Be fed by the offerings and stuff. But I've met.
I agree. I want to disagree on that.
And if I can speak even now of Apostle Mylene, and she's really one of the rare person that I know who she was an administrator.
Okay, no
right?
problem.
She worked until she had a calling from God, saying not just calling, but saying to leave. But hey, let's not go there. Let's not go there. I'm just speaking for just to say,
yeah. That's fine. But there are those who are, in number, we can count them, but majority are just
few.
Exactly.
Yes,
majority are hanging on to the system so they can survive. That's what I needed, and people needed explanation. They needed you to relate, to be realistic on the way things are, rather than using fantasy. One day you're gonna be in heaven. It'll be nice. Life God uses is good. Even though they can see that. Look, but Jesus is good. No. How do you come out of it?
Exactly. How do you come out?
Hey, see, I'm coming from. How do you come out?
The reality is not even.
It's not. That's the thing that kept me going, because I need people. They need the explanation.
Oh wow! Listen, you said a lot. But we are not yet finished because we're just having our short break. Short break for you to take. You know how he's taking his water and drink a little bit, and I'm giving you the same short break. Don't go anywhere because we continue on this amazing topic of culture.
Yeah,
all right?
No problem.
I hope you have your pen and I hope you have your notes. See you in a minute.
Hello guys, how you guys doing? It's me, your girl Gracia Susuzande. Of course, you know me from this amazing, beautiful videos on YouTube, doing all these tutorials for you guys. And also, why not on Miss Africa GB 2018 and Miss Congo 2018? Well, right now I'm coming with something fabulous. I would like to present to you your new TV show, which is going to be called Etincelle. This show is going to be happening every single Friday at 7 p.m. on Betel TV. So you probably want to find out why Etincelle. Well, Etincelle is a French word for sparkle. For Etincelle, I would like to bring light into someone's life from the dark place where they are, not knowing really who they are and where they're going, or trying to bring them into the light to really wanting to find out and get to know exactly who they are. And with that, I'll be inviting amazing people who got amazing testimony to be able to help you that is going through so much, that you feel like your life is so blurry, that you don't really know your self-identity. These people will be able to help you as themselves have gone through that, you know. So my message to you today is that God has your back. He got you and will not let you go. That you can come from somewhere and go somewhere. Etincelle. You can now catch me live on Facebook, on Betel TV, sharing the gospel around the world. Every single Friday from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Connect yourself, don't miss it, as this is going to be a life changer.
All right, guys, so we are back, and I hope you guys are doing fabulous wherever you are. And you are let's just hope that you're holding yourself very tight, because it has already, you know, we're going high already. We haven't reached the highest top mountain yet, because it's getting there, guys, but we are going forward. All right, so with our amazing, you know, CEO of the color, Bantu color, and, you know, fashion designer that he is, and then he explained already like who he is, his background, he explained his journey and to where he came from to who he is today, and we just continue and getting stronger. So I hope where you are, you need to be patient. You need to be patient. We're getting there. All right.
Yes.
So my next question towards you is basically your tell us a little bit about your, how do I say this? What does, sorry, I have my questions here prepared for you. I don't want to say the wrong here. All right. So do you think that you have finally found your true calling?
I have found the reason of my existence.
I like that. So this is what you want to say. I like that other words. Yes.
I have found the reason of my existence.
Okay.
I know that that's religion terminology of calling. I don't believe in calling. No one called me. My phone didn't ring. So never got a text, nothing like that. so yeah, my reason of why I came here, and the reason why I came here is to carry and continue the legacies of my ancestors, such as Kobu Lumumba, Fumu Kimbangu, Kim Pamvita, Mama Kim Pamvita, Benzinga families, even for those who was migrated, and the modern ones such as Malcolm X, Marcus Garvey. These are all my ancestors. I have the duty to carry on their missions, to continue and keep sharing and also teaching my people our true history, what they wanted to taught them. Since this topic is about root.
Yeah, of course, and deeper.
This is where it comes. You know, talking about root. Let me ask a question. You were born here or born back home?
I'm born back home.
So you know about mango trees,
of course, yes.
Etica. You know the Tambila.
Yes.
Okay, so there's no hay here. No. Imagine now.
Yeah.
You have a palm tree.
Yeah.
Palm tree, and then the root of your palm tree is the root of mango. What fruit did we get? Some messed up for
Yeah, it's a bit messed up.
Why?
Because if it's the mango that you want, then you won't be able to get fully the mango. And if it's the palm tree that you want, I mean then that's not really what you're gonna get.
Why would not get that?
Because both of them are together. You can't get it like individual.
The root of it is wrong.
It's already wrong.
It's wrong.
Yes.
So now that's what I'm saying.
I see where you go.
You know where I'm going.
Yeah.
You know where I'm going.
I like this.
And that's the thing. So now it's like teaching a Chinese boy about African history. How do you think he'll grow up as? He will grow up African minded because all his life you gave him the root of African.
Yeah.
But Chinese boy learn about Chinese things.
Exactly.
And a Chinese alphabet. But if they come to us Congolese and Africans, we are taught to believe in Abraham and Moses first before Queen Zinga. That's not our root.
Okay.
That's Israelites. That's the Israel. Israel that who are down there. Israel has no connection with me. I'm a Bantu. I'm an African man. I need African knowledge. I need African roots. In the same way you can't give a palm tree the root of a mango tree.
Of course.
Because it will bear bad fruit. And you wonder why our people are acting bad.
Because they have different
roots. You see, look at the fruit they're bearing. Look at the fruit. It's bad fruit, isn't it? It's not umbila.
Yeah, it's not straightforward.
It's not straightforward. And this is the reason why the root, we need to reconnect to the root, our true source.
Yeah.
Where does our power lie? When I dropped Christianity, I'll tell the truth in the camera.
No, go ahead, yes.
Yeah, I felt empty.
When you were Christian?
When I stopped.
When you stopped?
When I stopped being a Christian, I said, I'm not a Christian anymore. For a good 3 months, I felt lonely, empty, I felt lost. Now I started having voices in my head saying, now you see, you left Christ. You're lost now. Blah, 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 blah. I was having that in my head.
Oh, wow.
However, after three months of that darkness, I reconnected again with the voice of my ancestors. And they gave me my identity now.
Yeah.
Now I know who I am. But it was temporary. It will be no more for anyone who you're watching this, you're going through a transition. It will be temporary moment. You will feel like you're not in a path no more until your ancestors will come back to you. They're also in the same way looking for you. There's a quote that I wrote. It says, "What you're seeking is seeking you."
Oh yeah, I like that.
What
you're seeking is
seeking you. And the same way I was seeking my way back home. When I was the prodigal son.
Yes.
I returned back home. Yes,
oh wow, I like that smile.
to the real African knowledge.
Yeah.
It's sweet than honey. I'm telling you. So that's how I reconnected again with our ancestors' ways. When in our community they have this bad habits in their minds, and I understand it was placed in them. Whenever you hear about Coco, what do you think, Shirley?
Ancestor. I mean, to me.
To you? Oh, I don't put it. Majority think of about voodoo, kisi.
Well, it does covers, if I may say, it covers quite a lot of things for for my knowledge, right? So, but back in the day, if you want to get treated by Bakoko or anything like that, yeah, it really does covers a lot of things. But I'm not here to go.
It's fine.
Right?
It's fine. The reason I mention this because. What's Bakoko? Bakoko means the way of the ancestors.
Yeah,
when I say I practice, I believe in Bakoko, I'm trying to say to you, I walk or I retrace the footsteps of the ancestors. You know what retrace means? I'm retracing the footsteps of Lumumba.
Okay.
That's believing Bakoko. I don't do nothing voodoo. How did Lumumba live his life? By what principles he carried himself? That's what I want. I want those philosophy that he lived on, which is African knowledge.
I like what you're saying right now.
Yes, I'm saying to you, that's what Mokoko means. When I say, what is culture? The word cult, before you go to chart, culture, it means a way. So when I say my culture, I'm talking about my way, our way. Congolese culture, Congolese way. How do Congolese people live their way? Make sense?
Yes.
Congolese people don't live the way Israel live. No, the way Abraham lived, no. The way Jacob lived, no, that's not our way.
Okay.
We must live the way Kimbangu lived. Queen Zinga, everybody says the way they live. These are the people that we need to retrace.
Okay. So what would you say about those like pastors and and men and women of God around the world who are still believing in Jesus, right?
You see,
how would you?
It's a very sensitive question you're asking.
It is.
I'm aware of that, and I'm not here to bad mouth anybody.
Yeah.
Like I said, I was grateful. I was invited to the platform. It's a religious platform. It's been 526, if I'm not correct. Someone correct me there. Years since the Bible came to us in Congo. What has it given to us? Let's face the factually. What has it given to us? What have we gained knowing Jesus? I'm sorry to say this to the audience. What have we gained?
This is quite really sensitive.
Look at the way Congolese women are treated. Where's Jesus? Look at the way our country is run. How rotten, how things are broken. Where is the King of Kings that you guys claim? Now, why I need to go beg a king to do his own duty? I have to go on my knees day and night begging him to do his duty if he's a king. The kings of the earth, they don't need the people to beg him. He goes and do it because he understands the people need. That's all I will say for those who still believe in that. Look at the reality of our country, of our land. Because as far as I'm concerned, the children of Israel that you guys believe in, they fought for the land. They was there day and night, taking people's, cutting people down, going to war for their land. And their God gave them prosperity and that. So where's your God giving to us? Why God keeps sending a man of God? Excuse me, for my opinion.
No, I want you to speak.
Okay, for my opinion, I think we have enough men of God already. We need more morally correct politicians. We need leaders. We need socialists. We need creative. We need these people who will drive our country forward. We have enough of pastors. It's enough to last us a decade. Tell your God who believe in Jesus, oh God, tell him to send politicians, kings, because when the children of Israel was captured, he sent Moses to deliver them. Who will deliver us now then? Because look at our country, we are captured. Everyone knows it, that our country is captured by the foreigners. They captured our mind, our spirit. They captured our wealth. As you know, what we're facing. Who will deliver us? Where's our leader? Where is he that God will send? Because when the children of Israel needed help, he sent someone.
He sent somebody.
And we don't need no man of God now because we have enough already. We need a leader. We need a politician, or we need a president. We need a king. Someone to come set us free. Because we have enough already. And that's my message for those who still believe in Jesus. I don't want to elaborate on that.
No, of course. But I like what you just said right now. I'm not gonna go in it.
No problem.
But yeah, to me, it's just like that is your truth.
Yeah,
and that is the journey of each and every single one of us. And I believe that we need to go through the journey to understand a lot of who we are and who we can be and on how to probably save a soul. Why not? All right, so continue on this one. Is like according to you, can you give me the definition of culture?
Yeah, like I said earlier, culture, it means a way of a people. Albanian have their culture.
Yes.
Somali have their culture. Pakistani have their culture. Their way of living on this planet, of harmony with the planet. How they in tune with themselves. They have a way. We have our way. That's our culture. Now, it's a trick. It's a funny one. Why I say that? Because for those that know history, I hate to say it hurts me, but allow me to express myself.
No, go ahead.
If you look at what
you're here to express yourself at least.
If you look at our history, Christians killed King Pamvita. They burned Mama King Pamvita alive. These people come to the Bible. They came around with the Bible. All etc. They came with that. They burned her alive. They did that. And furthermore, they sought to tell our ancestors at that time that our ways of living is bad.
It's bad, yeah.
Our culture is bad. We should adapt the way they think. We should adapt the way King James Version says. And King James was the King of England, by the way. and because his name on it. And in the whole book, you don't find Kasongo, you don't find Chineke, you don't find Angoma, you don't find Kalonji. Where's my people's names? Why is it all James, Peter, Matthew, all this English name with Jewish nationality? Where are we there? Why we're not there? So it's not about us then. It's about them.
Oh wow.
It's about them. So I need something that is about me then. Can I get that history that is about me?
About you.
Can I get my culture in me? And that's it. That's what culture means. The way we live, the way we in tuning with the earth. That's our culture. A culture is a way of a people. That's what it means.
Yes.
And I also say in my book as well. My book, you'll find in my book as well in this book.
Yeah, I didn't want to bring it out yet, but
you will find a definition of a culture where it actually means in more depth as we're going by time here in the show.
Of course, yes. I like that. Though, and I like the definition of culture.
Culture and way.
Because if you look at it, the definition, the book or anywhere else is differently stated as yours. And this is why I always like for people to give their own definition according to what they know, and you just illustrate it perfectly. So culture, Congolese culture, you know so much, and it looks like you're very much. I'm aware of so the
culture.
good and the bad. Tell me a little bit about it, because we're about it's about culture.
Sure, no problem. Let me start from the bad first.
Yeah.
I understand that there is bad in our culture. Now the bad only came because our civilization started to collapse.
Okay.
Now our priest, spiritual priest, nganga, it means a healer.
Okay.
Nganga. Yeah. Nganga doesn't mean all that thing. That's movies, theater. One of my book kids. Nganga means a healer.
Okay.
Now the nganga used to be close to the kings and chief. Why? Because they used to provide knowledges in how to heal the nation.
Okay.
Nganga was aware of plants.
Okay.
Because healing comes from plants.
Okay. Yeah.
Plants and herbs.
It does.
They was aware of that. Now in time, because of course the West, once again, as you may know, the Portuguese were the first to come to our land before King Leopold did his nonsense. As they start to infiltrate our society, we start losing our values, vision. Of course, the issue I target mainly the poor people, the general public, because it's easy to get to them. Once you get the general public, you can go through the king.
Okay.
But it was mainly they attack these ones here with their philosophies. Now, as time go by, those ngangas, of course, poverty hit the land, they're suffering.
Yeah.
They start to charge now for the knowledge.
Of course, yes.
Now, the more according to me, I know they taught you different, but according to me, poverty is the root of all evil. That's me. What I observe on this earth, poverty is the root of all evil. The person who's stealing, not because he has no option, but he's stealing because he's poor. You know, he doesn't want to die. He's a means to survive. That's what I'm saying to you. And that is where the birth of bad nganga is sort of come to life. Bad coaches and family who probably struggling, they had to somehow invent a way of living or tradition so that it will suit them. And this is where these bad ways or bad intellect is start to cover the land because of what we was challenging constantly in that time. The circumstances that the foreigners has put us in, it starts to elevate all this bad minded that you see in our culture. Yes, exist. Yes, there is wrong in it, but it can be fixed.
Okay.
It can be fixed. There is also good in our culture.
Yeah, of course. I mean, in Chinese we always say yin and yang. So where is there's darkness, there's also lightness. So tell me about the good one. The
good in our culture. For instance, we don't need to go visit a doctor who wears white and carries a knife to cut people's bellies. No, not at all. In our culture, we had medicine in our backyard. When a person is sick, I don't know if you ever realize this. In all African families, there's always a woman, an auntie who knows about this kind of thing.
Yes,
auntie or a coco. Someone who always knows something about something. There you go. And that is our culture. We knew about herbs, how to heal ourselves.
Yes.
Through plants, etc. One example, Congo Bolo is one of the most powerful medicine we have in Congo. There's more how to mix garlic in lemon to heal yourself. Now most sicknesses they come by what you put in your mouth.
Okay.
And what you're breathing, by the way.
Okay, true.
That's how
what you're inhaling. That's exactly.
That's how sicknesses come. However, the foreigner also understood that. That's why today people are addicted to burgers and chips and chicken and chips is addiction, by the way. They're forsaking the diet. Diet is your medicine. Food is not like medicine. It is medicine, which I also mentioned in my book. It is medicine. In our culture, we rely on our diet to heal us.
Exactly.
That's our culture. Another thing also is that I always hear this a lot among Christians. Allow me to address this.
No, go ahead.
Something about ballet. Before they get married, they get married three times. Three times. They get married.
You have the pre-dot, and you have the dot, the white wedding, and you have the what's it called, the legal ones when you go to your community. So I think
but look at the damage. You just said white wedding.
Yeah, that's what they call it.
White, no black.
No black.
Oh, African.
I think it's according to the white dress, the white clothing that the husband and the wife need to wear. White wedding. White, no black. No black wedding.
So what's white wedding doing in our tradition? I'm not white.
Oh wow.
I'm not white. It's coming from now. We marry culturally. That's no one in the Bible married religiously. Prove me wrong. Who went to the church and got married? Jesus was invited to a wedding that he didn't even bless that wedding. He ate and drank. I don't even drink wine. I'm not sure, but he sat there and sat there. Did he bless the couples? No, because wedding is done culturally. White wedding is the European way of getting married. Wasn't doing it in our system. Of course, those don't know. White wedding, no black wedding.
No black wedding.
So in our culture, we marry culturally, family, and that's
it.
That's it. That is the. There's no signing papers. By the way, that's the government's way of controlling to know if what you're doing, because according to them, when you're married, they need to be aware whatever you do in this society that we're living on. That's the good thing about our, because we don't need to spend a lot of money like we're doing in this generation. People are spending 10K to get married for no reason.
So, but when they say, for example, in the Bible, like, rendre à César ce qui est à César, meaning that, you need to be able to give to Caesar what belongs to Caesar. We're living in this society, in this generation where there is rules and regulation. The same way while we're following the rules of for example, our religions, is it not important to follow the rules of where we are, for example, living? In this case, for example, we are in England, and England they drive left. Right? You drive the left. But if you go to Belgium, you go to France, any other countries, that's when you drive at the right. And so what you're telling me is it not to follow the rules and regulation of where you find yourself, or what is it?
Give it to Caesar what belongs to Caesar. Give it to God what belongs to God. What if Caesar asked for my child?
Well,
what? You will give his...
No, but...
No.
Who was rules and regulation. Gives to Caesar.
Who was Caesar?
Yeah.
Who was Caesar?
It's a rules and regulation.
No, Caesar was a Roman emperor.
Okay, at that moment. But the illustration of what is... I don't think they're talking about, like, to Caesar as a person, but... If you have to go, it's the rules and regulations.
By the way, look, by any meaning for the law in England, okay, or you go to prison. Let's be realistic. Let's get out there.
Yeah.
But when you quote, give to Caesar, so what if Caesar asks for my child? Because that's what they do. They make up law. What if Caesar asks for my child? You say yes? I won't. Absolutely not. I will say no on that.
Yeah.
So now, for that to continue, be married that way. Another thing also is good about our culture. Or it's supposed to be, not anymore. It was parents who were meant to educate their child, not the school system. We didn't have school system to go somewhere and learn. We had parents who was knowledgeable already. That's why the thing about Mkolo Amona Sandali Bosonayo is indicating that he was supposed to be knowledgeable. Unfortunately, that's been vanished away.
Yeah,
that's been vanished away, but that's a good thing to our culture. Absolutely. And people will give birth at home also. Yeah, that you will see what's happening. You don't take a baby somewhere there, they vaccinate him, and then 2 years later he had Down syndrome, or he's not diagnosed to I forgot my mother do like 2000 and I'm not gonna be so I forgot it's good, but this is the thing I'm saying to you. Good thing is that is everything starts from the house, from family.
Yeah.
And by the way, family stand for social institution.
Oh wow.
So that's what family meant to be. It's a social institution. It meant to be is where you learn everything.
Okay.
That's how it was in our time. That's our culture.
That's our culture.
Our culture. So there is a lot of good in our culture that I can go and
On
list
and
of.
on. Yes, I like what you're saying, and keep it up because we are coming back in just a couple minutes. I hope where you are, hey, you are well seated and you keep on sharing because we need you to share as much as you can. Tell a friend to tell a friend. I don't know, post it on your page. I don't know if you need to DM someone or you have to screen video this show right now and post it, and just do it because we need you. We need this amazing, great audience. All right, we're coming back in a couple minutes. Stay tuned.
Hello guys, how you guys doing? It's me, your girl Gracia Susuzande. Of course, you know me from this amazing, beautiful videos on YouTube, doing all these tutorials for you guys, and also why not on Miss Africa GB 2018 and Miss Congo 2018. Well, right now I'm coming with something fabulous. I would like to present to you your new TV show, which is going to be called Etincelle. This show is going to be happening every single Friday at 7 p.m. on Betel TV. So you probably want to find out why Etincelle. Well, Etincelle is a French word for sparkle. For Etincelle, I would like to bring light into someone's life from the dark place where they are, not knowing really who they are and where they're going, or trying to bring them into the light to really wanting to find out and get to know exactly who they are. And with that, I'll be inviting amazing people who got amazing testimony to be able to help you that is going through so much, that you feel like your life is so blurry, that you don't really know your self-identity. These people will be able to help you as themselves have gone through that, you know. So my message to you today is that God has your back. He got you and will not let you go.
And we are back. I don't know what you're doing, but I'm absolutely excited. We are towards the last part of Etincelle, and I hope you really heard and took time to, you know, to write some stuff down, because I've gained a lot of knowledge for Bantu, and it's like getting to know him a little bit more, right? When you listen to someone, you try to understand, and don't just, I always say in Etincelle, don't just listen. Don't just listen, but if you need to go and practice, and not just that, but research. Research. Anyone can tell you anything about anything, but if you just don't take it in, but you actually go and research about everything that you just heard, but you understand and know what this person has said is right or is wrong. All right, so we'll continue, and I want you to explain to me how can culture relationship be done, or is it even possible?
Yeah, absolutely. I just want to mention that today African women and men are struggling to be together under one roof. Reasons are many, but one thing that I want to say is that we lost, us African men, is the understanding of leadership. Many I hear, I see around, oh, I want a woman to submit to me. Women must be submissive. And I'll be honest with you, yeah, I would hate to be a woman these times. The pressure you guys get.
We do.
The pressure you guys get from men, my days. Men, they love power too much, isn't it?
I'm not gonna lie on that one. I'm not gonna lie on that one, but yeah.
Yeah, so they lost the sense of leadership. Okay, I always say this: where there's good leadership, there's submission.
It's true.
And where there's resisting, because there's oppression. If your woman is resisting you because you're oppressing her, you as a man to see that leadership is not about telling people what to do, but inspiring. Exactly. You want her to love you. Show it means do. Do means action. Action. That's what she want to see.
Exactly.
You said, oh, I'm a truthful person. Live also truthfully.
Oh wow.
So let's
be the example.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Leadership. That's what leadership is. That's how it was back then. Men wasn't the lazy that they are today. Many knew that if I don't work, my family was starved. And if I'm not mentally in shape, my woman will be won't angry, but it will cause a fuse in my family. In the past, that's how we lived back then.
Yeah.
Yes, men were the head at that time because men were showing good character. That's what women were submitted to them naturally. Now African men are begging or forcing them even to submit.
Yeah.
To the point where you're not even an example to submit. You follow good leader. There ain't no woman want to follow stupid men.
Oh wow, you can quote that one.
But that's the thing. But that's it. It was meant to be. Men were meant to start the first step. Don't wait for
Yeah.
Men have to change because apparently we're the heads, right?
Yeah.
Apparently we're the leaders now.
Yeah.
Leaders lead now. You take the first step as a man. That's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Our culture was set up in a way. Yes, we're meant to lead. We're meant to be example. Yeah. Yes, we're the heads, but not to say it, but to live it. You live a leadership. You're meant to show your leadership. That's how it's supposed to be in our culture.
That's how it's supposed to be.
It is like that.
I believe, if sorry to cut you, no, it's culture-wise, yes, but it should also be what's it called, implanted in our own education.
Education, absolutely,
right? Because like there's so many families who are probably educating their boys, like, you know, you cannot be crying, or you cannot be doing this, you cannot be doing that. You can't, and this telling your boy not to cry, this is, it's like telling your boy to hold on to, not even to be tough. It's like, it's like this boy cannot even express really who he is. You know, showing vulnerability doesn't mean that you are not powerful.
But check this out now. Is the problem is not about vulnerability. I also going through experience. It's because now, because men are being so vicious, I know that, and sexist. Men are being so vicious and sexist in this generation. I'm not saying all, but majority. Let's put the facts there.
Yeah,
I'll be showing that now women now are becoming power hungry. The reason why men won't toy some because they will use against them.
Exactly.
There are women like that would do that. If a man is vulnerable, he looks like he's weak. Like we say, he's a waste man. Now, woman wants a man who's firm. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You like that?
Yeah.
But that's how.
But I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna be here. I was like, I just want someone who's just like. But no, I'll say don't be a dictator. Right? But be the person that you just said right now, a firm leader, a right leader, right? Not just taking over this place where like you just, you know. No, don't be a dictator.
Because in the past, the young boy, as growing up a man, they will teach you how to fish, how to hunt, how to use skill for security. It's the most important thing that's been forsaken for men in this generation is security. Security, and I don't mean a physical security, that's also important.
Yes,
it's important, but I mean emotional security. If your woman is insecure because you're not providing security, full stop. Full stop. But say, well, my job as a man is to provide security or in the family. Yeah, provide. If she's insecure because you're not bringing security in at home, she feel like you're cheating, you're behaving, sure you are a liar.
Yeah, there's something about you.
That's what I'm saying to you. That's exactly how it was taught back then. Men were taught how to, you know, to be educated in their family with their children. This it combined the quality of an African man because he will learn the traits of surviving from young. He will learn the trait of leadership from young. For example, in Bantu, let's go to the Cuba, for example. That when a boy is 9 years old, he has to be removed from home and go take him to the jungle or with the elders for at least for 3 years. 9 or 13, So what? They will teach him the way of a man. He will come back home after 3 years already know how to build a house, how to fish. He will come back home as a man. This is not been missing in our families. That's why you have a lot of weak boys and turn into men right now. You see a good man body, but inside is a boy. Because he's lacking that.
And do you see that a lot?
It was the way of Africans. It was you teach your boy how to become men by you leading example. And that's how it was in our culture. Especially, that's what made strong family and strong relationships.
I like that.
It was that education we had back then, which is now vanished, but it can still be relearned.
It definitely, I feel like nothing is always, how does it is too late.
Too late, yeah.
Nothing is too late. Even in the last second, you can still bring something back. Apostle Miley always say, racheter le temps. It means redeeming the time. It's not always easy, but it is possible to do. And I want you to talk to me a little bit more about your book.
Sure.
Right.
No
So how did the inspiration even come for you to say, hey, let me do this, let me create a book, let me write a book, sorry, and then what is it really going to be about? Like, tell me really about this book.
No, the book came to me because of this word curse.
Okay.
I grew up hearing this word frequently. You are cursed, so someone is cursed. If you have her financial life is not working properly, because she's cursed. If the marriage is failing back, because there's a curse someone who's doing voodoo back home, or on you, or someone who's doing a chicken and egg, all that, the cursed thing. Now, I'm not saying this thing doesn't exist, but I'm saying that we give it power because we believe in it.
Exactly.
Whatever you believe, you give power to your life.
Exactly. When you accept it, it's like it's already done.
That's how your subconscious works.
Yeah.
You first picture, you imagine they bring into existence. For instance, I designed this cover, but it was first in my head, and I brought it to existence. So whatever you believe in, it comes to you.
Exactly.
So if you believe that your curse will come to you as well.
Exactly.
Now, I brought this book able to clarify. There's certain things is not true. For instance, if you're not making a lot of money, maybe because you need education how to make money, not because some voodoo guy back home is doing voodoo on you. That is lie.
Definitely.
You need to go to learn about finance, how money works. But no men want me. I want a man, but men don't will. Darling, maybe check the way you speak to men. Check if you're humble. Check if your hygiene is good.
Yeah.
That's a man went away from you. Makes sense because in this day of age somehow is illegal to tell a woman, oh, your hair don't look nice.
No, it shouldn't be illegal. It is important to speak. No, do you know what?
I'm not love you wants to go and take her. Oh, I can say that. I can say my woman.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm agreeing with you on this one, 100%.
Thank you.
Let's continue.
All right, no problem. No problem. So these are the things that I am addressing. I spoke a lot. I spoke about health. How we can go back and living healthy, and not everything that you see on your health is some voodoo or spiritual stuff. No, I told you, just eating a lot of chicken and chips, and you drink a lot of freezer juice.
Yes.
That's what it's affecting you. It's no one back there home doing something for money. No. Oh, my lady, mama, McDonald's. McDonald's. It's a paper. There you go. I spoke about finance, how to make money, especially young ones, how to start a business. I spoke a bit about history, relationship, especially relationship. I really touch on that because I hate the fact that I feel like I can be. I'm not wrong. I know this is true. I'm not wrong. The older generation look down upon us. They think that we will fail because they fail. And so this is my generation. I will define how I will be. I will define. I'm learning from your mistakes. I'm learning from your mistakes and what you have done, and I'll do better than you.
I like what you're saying because this actually goes to the teaching that I'm getting lately, and that is like be strong and courageous, and that's exactly what you're showing me right now.
Yeah, I have to
be strong and courageous, right?
I'm next in line. I'm a next leader. I'm a next father. I'm a next husband. I'm next, and I'm grabbing the bull by the stone. I'm ready for this role. I want to do better. That's why now this book, by the knowledge I have, I know I will do better. I put it in this book so that the others also will learn from. I do the research. I do the hard work. I do all these things so that you can also get benefit from it. So the book, it will touch on that. And I broke it down in a way to simplify. Like I said in the beginning, people lack explanation. And a lot it will be explained and also you understand. And that I placed it on this book. It only costs $9.99.
Oh wow!
You will find it on my
very
website.
Very affordable, guys. Very affordable.
On my website, www.bantucolors.com, or you can message me on Facebook or on Instagram at Bantu Colors. And you were able to message me now. I'll send you your copy and able to better yourself as a Bantu if you are one, or as any individual who's watching me, wherever you are, and also to better part of your life, your aspects of your life, finance, family, especially family, relationship, yourself, your health, your mental health. All that is covered in this book. I love that. Can I see? Yeah, sure.
This is beautiful. And then the cover is absolutely amazing. I like the mixture of black and gold.
Yeah, do you know this statue, right? Yeah, back home. So this is iconic for us. I always see the Eiffel Tower on shirts, on painting, London Eye, and that I don't see my own. You know what I mean? So I had I
Like
decided to
that.
place this so that the next generation will see
Yes.
something of their own. And also, I didn't able to honor this the man. Let me just read his name.
Yeah.
The sculpture of this thing. Many people don't know. He died, I think, last year, if I'm mistaken. I placed his name. I said I give credit to Koko Anjilufu Mayundi, who died on the 13th of January 2020.
Oh, wow.
So he was a sculptor who designed this thing that I took
That is amazing.
and I put gold on it to show that we're not cursed. And the West always demonize our art. That's not true. That's not true. So I put gold on it that so that we're not cursed. We're rich people.
Yeah.
And also to give honor to his name, and as he is resting in peace with the ancestors, that we haven't forgot about his work, because it's very iconic.
Yes.
That's why I put it in a book.
I like what you say, and what I also wanted to say is like there is so much more about what you're doing. You said yourself that you're a fashion designer.
I am a fashion designer, yes.
Yeah, and please, if Regie can prepare the few pictures that we need to put forward in front of you guys for you guys to see his work, because there is not just the book. There is what's it called? Jewels that you're doing. You have the necklace that you're wearing right now.
I do.
There's hats. There is socks. There is
hoodies. I have them on the website also. Shirts. I have shirts also.
And all that inspired about
our culture, our own particular art. I want to project our noble or our highness as we are, chiefs and kings, where we come from. Because where I'm coming from, I'm next in line to be a chief, and I'm proud of that. To be a chief is equal to Lord the Mayor.
I like that. It's true. Oh wow. Is Regie ready to be able to give us the pictures? So we're coming back in a minute. And we are back. I hope you've seen all this amazing art. I call this art, all right? Art. And an African art to truly do exist. And inspiration can come from within you, because you know exactly where you come from. My question to you, and this is always the question of Etincelle, is like, can you tell us a little bit of this? It doesn't have to be a long but short story of this light that you receive, meaning that we all find ourselves in this dark place where we probably didn't know who we were, where it's blurry, where it's darkness. Suddenly you just get this light. This light can be knowledge, this light can be a help, this light can be anything, and you, because of that, you find yourself out of this dark tunnel and you're moving forward towards your destiny. Did you ever have that? And if you do, what is the story?
An inspiration, a line.
What inspiration, a journey that you went through, an experience in your life that you went through?
that
Do you have that?
that enlightened my life.
That lightened your life and becoming the person you are today. That étincelle.
I have many.
Pick one.
What's the famous one I had? It was when I had a dream. I encountered Kimbangu.
Okay.
So that gave me an assurance that I'm on the right path.
That you're in the right
And I
path.
should continue doing what I'm doing.
And is it that where you will really find yourself in this place where it wasn't right?
I was looking for like sort of insurance, like
Okay.
confirmation that I'm actually heading to
Yes,
the right
because
path.
you mentioned.
So I was
that,
looking for that, and then to he appeared to me in my dream. I'm sure though your audience believe in dreams,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So that's something that really meant something to me. And
Yeah.
I know. I think also adding top on that is when I met my girlfriend, my partner.
I like that, and she was your étincelle.
She enlightened a lot. She's, like they say, black woman is the backbone. She's the reason why this book is out. She's the reason why I'm doing well so far in my life. She's the reason why, and that's important of why you should have a woman.
Oh wow! Well, where you are, Queen, we greet you. Towards our last question, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
In 5 years' time, what aspects of my life? What do you mean?
In it all.
In all, okay.
In all.
In finance, I'll be a millionaire in 5 years' time.
Yeah.
In 5 years' time, I'll probably be a father. In 5 years' time, what else? I'll have probably more like 6 books out, 5 books out, because I'm planning to write a book a year.
Yeah. I have this tricky little question in my head, and that's to do to the the path that you had before, this ex-pastor, and you become who you are today. It's a slight chance, probably my audience are probably asking themselves the same question. Is he gonna go back to it? Is that last chance, this chance for you to go back to being a pastor, or no?
I will be a Bantu till the day they bury me.
Okay.
So
there you go. You have your answer on that one. You have your answer on that one. It was absolutely a pleasure.
It was a pleasure.
Massive pleasure to have you on Etincelle. You have enlightened so many things on so many of a lot of questions that audience do ask themselves. We all have our situation, right? And your presence in Etincelle has done that. So like I said, guys, he had his étincelle. I'm sure you already, you probably, went through it and you don't want to speak about it. I don't know what it is, but as long as you had that is something that's gonna take you out and make you or help you to move forward to where you're supposed to go. And then we all need that. We all need that light that shines upon us. We all need that clearance, that clear mind. You said there's something about always getting it clear. It has to be clear. Explanation. And probably you, it's the same thing as well. The insurance to move forward where you're supposed to go. Well, we had something amazing and very clear about so many things.
Thank
I
you.
hope you loved it. Thank you again once again.
Thank you for
thank you
having
to
me.
you, audience that followed us. We are going to see each other next week, Friday. It was me, Gracia Susuzande, and if you want to get in touch with me, you can find me on Instagram, which is I am Gracia Sucredor. You can find me on Facebook also on Gracia Sucredor. Snapchat, here I am, Sucre_d'or. And there's so many other platforms just on my homepage at Salon Sucredor. If you're looking for this amazing hairdresser, well, I'm here for you. So there's so much things to say. Well, a girl with so many hats. That's who I am. We'll be meeting you and see you next week with another guest for another Etincelle. See you soon.
Hello guys, how you guys doing? It's me, your girl Gracia Susuzande. Of course, you know me from this amazing, beautiful videos on YouTube, doing all these tutorials for you guys. And also, why not on Miss Africa GB 2018 and Miss Congo 2018? Well, right now I'm coming with something fabulous. I would like to present to you your new TV show, which is going to be called Etincelle. This show is going to be happening every single Friday at 7 p.m. on Betel TV. So you probably want to find out why Etincelle. Well, Etincelle is a French word for sparkle. For Etincelle, I would like to bring light into someone's life. from the dark place where they are, not knowing really who they are and where they're going, or trying to bring them into the light to really wanting to find out and get to know exactly who they are. And with that, I'll be inviting amazing people who got amazing testimony to be able to help you that is going through so much, that you feel like your life is so blurry, that you don't really know your self-identity. These people will be able to help you as themselves have gone through that, you know. So my message to you today is that God has your back. He got you and will not let you go. That you can come from somewhere and go somewhere. Etincelle. You can now catch me live on Facebook, on Bantu TV, sharing the gospel around the world. Every single Friday from 7 p.m.